You remember what it used to be like, don't you? Waking up ready, confident, full of that quiet strength that told you everything was working exactly as it should. But lately, nothing. Just silence. And maybe you've been wondering if this is just what aging looks like, if this is the new normal you're supposed to accept. Well, I'm Dr. Naraya Wolf, urologist and pelvic surgeon, and I'm here to tell you something important. What you're experiencing isn't inevitable. It's not a sign that your body has given up on you. It's a signal, a whisper from your body saying, something's blocking the way. And if you've ever faced questions or concerns about your urological health, stay with us. We're here to help you understand your body with clarity, compassion, and real answers that can make a difference starting tonight. Because here's the truth, you don't need another pill. You don't need to resign yourself to feeling less than you used to. What you need is to understand what's really happening and how a few simple natural steps before bed can help restore what's been fading. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about morning wood, what it really means, why it disappears, and most importantly, how you can bring it back. What morning wood really tells you. Let's start with something most men don't realize. That morning erection you use to wake up with. It's not random. It's not just about desire or arousal. It's actually one of the most reliable health signals your body gives you. When you fall into deep REM sleep, the kind of sleep where you dream, where your body truly rests, something remarkable happens. Your nervous system shifts into repair mode. Blood vessels relax and expand. Hormones begin to rebalance. And deep inside, your body starts cycling through what doctors call nocturnal erections. These aren't about sex. They're about maintenance. Think of them like a nightly workout for the muscles, nerves, and blood vessels that make erections possible. They keep everything flexible, responsive, and strong. In your 20s, you might have 4 or 5 of these cycles a night. By your 40s, that number drops to around 3. And by your 50s or 60s, maybe 1, sometimes none at all. Not because your desire is gone, not because you're too old, but because the systems that support those erections, your circulation, your nitric oxide production, the quality of your sleep, have all started to slow down. The hidden decline. No one talks about. Here's something that might surprise you. Your body's nitric oxide levels, the key molecule that helps blood vessels open and blood flow freely, naturally decline by about 10% every decade. That means by the time you reach 60, you've lost nearly half of your natural ability to signal those blood vessels to relax and fill. And that's why you wake up softer, slower, or not at all. But here's what I want you to hear clearly. You're not broken. Your body hasn't forgotten how to do this. It just needs a little help remembering. It needs the right conditions, better circulation, less pressure, and a calmer nervous system to do what it was designed to do. Why this matters more than you think. You might be thinking, okay, so I don't wake up with morning wood anymore. Does that really matter? Yes, it does. And here's why. Those nighttime erections aren't just about function. They're about prevention. They keep your erectile tissue elastic, like a muscle that stays strong through regular use. When they stop happening, that tissue becomes less flexible. Over time, it can even begin to shrink slightly, losing some of its responsiveness. You might look 45 on the outside, but if your morning wood has disappeared, your erection could be functioning like it's 60. And beyond that, morning erections are a window into your overall health. They tell you about your blood flow, your hormone balance, your stress levels, even your cardiovascular health. When they fade, it's often one of the earliest signs that something deeper, circulation, inflammation, hormone imbalance, needs attention. So if your mornings have been too quiet lately, I want you to know this is your body asking for help. And the good news is you can answer that call naturally tonight. What's really blocking your morning wood? Most men think losing morning erections is just part of getting older, but that's not the full story. The real reason your erection weakens has much more to do with what's happening beneath the surface, inside your pelvis, around your prostate, and within the blood vessels that make firmness possible. Let me explain. The hidden pressure problem. Over the years, everyday habits create hidden tension in your pelvic region. Sitting for long hours at a desk, holding in urine because you're busy, lack of stretching or movement, chronic stress that keeps your muscles clenched, all of this creates pressure, and that pressure builds up around your prostate and pelvic floor. The network of muscles and tissues that support your bladder, your bowel, and yes, your erection. When these muscles stay tight for too long, they start to squeeze the very blood vessels your erection depends on. It's like stepping on a garden hose. The water's still there, but it can't flow freely. The pressure builds behind the block, and what comes out the other end is weak, slow, or nothing at all. And it's not just about performance. This chronic tension affects your sleep, your energy, even your mood. Your body spends all night dealing with that internal pressure instead of healing and restoring itself. That's why you wake up tired, foggy, and limp. The prostate connection. Your prostate sits right at the base of your bladder, wrapped around your urethra. It's about the size of a walnut, but when it becomes congested or inflamed, which happens more often as you age, it swells slightly. That swelling adds even more pressure to the surrounding tissues. And here's what most men don't realize. Even a few drops of urine left behind after you empty your bladder can sit against the prostate all night long, keeping it irritated and swollen. Over time, that constant low-level inflammation slows blood flow and makes it harder to achieve a full, firm erection. So when you finish urinating and walk straight to bed, you're unknowingly leaving behind one of the biggest hidden blocks to your natural function. The circulation slowdown. As we age, our blood vessels naturally become a bit stiffer. The smooth muscle lining inside them doesn't relax as easily. And as I mentioned earlier, nitric oxide, the molecule that signals those vessels to open, declines steadily over time. Add in years of sitting, poor diet, stress, maybe some extra weight around the middle, and you've got a recipe for sluggish circulation. The blood that should be filling your erection chambers during sleep just doesn't get there as quickly or as fully as it used to. And when blood flow slows, everything downstream suffers. Weaker erections, less sensation, slower recovery, less confidence. The muscle memory problem. Here's something fascinating. Your body has what we call muscle memory for erections. Just like your bicep remembers how to flex after you've trained it, your erectile tissue remembers how to fill, expand, and stay firm if it's being used regularly. But if you go weeks or months without a strong erection, including those nighttime ones, that memory starts to fade. The tissue becomes less elastic. The response becomes slower. It's not that you've lost the ability, it's that you're out of practice. And the good news? Muscle memory can be restored. Your body can remember. You just need to give it the right signals again. The bedtime ritual that restores your natural flow. So now that you understand what's really happening, let me show you how to fix it. Not with pills, not with prescriptions, but with a simple, natural bedtime ritual that takes less than 5 minutes and works with your body's own design. This ritual has 4 steps. Each one addresses a different part of the problem. Together, they clear the pressure, restore the flow, and remind your body how to respond again. Let's go through them one by one. Step 1, the PowerPoint drain release. This is the simplest step, but it might be the most important. You'll do this right after you urinate, just before bed. Here's what happens. When you finish peeing, there's almost always a small amount of urine left behind, just a few drops sitting in the urethra. That leftover fluid sits right next to your prostate all night long, keeping it slightly swollen and irritated. So here's what I want you to do tonight. After you finish urinating, don't walk away just yet. Pause for a few seconds. Place 2 fingers on the soft spot halfway between your testicles and your anus. That area is called the perineum, and I like to call it your power point. Gently press upward for 3 to 5 seconds. You'll probably notice a few extra drops release. That's exactly what we want. That's the fluid your bladder didn't fully clear. When you do this, you're not just helping your bladder empty completely. You're relieving congestion in the prostate. You're taking pressure off the gland that controls both urine flow and part of your erection mechanism. The result? Better circulation, less inflammation, and a freer pathway for blood to fill your erection chambers during sleep. It's simple, it's private, it takes only a few seconds, and yet, that small action tells your body, let's clear space, let's reset the flow. Most men feel lighter almost immediately, like a quiet tension they didn't even know was there has been released. Do this every night for a week, and you'll start noticing subtle changes. Less nighttime urgency to urinate, more restful sleep, and yes, stronger, fuller morning wood. Step 2. The prostate rolling massage. Now that you've cleared the pressure, it's time to restore movement and circulation. This second step is called the prostate rolling massage, and it's completely external. Simple, comfortable, and effective. You don't need any fancy equipment. Just a tennis ball or a soft massage ball. Here's how to do it. Sit on a chair or the edge of your bed. Place the ball under that same area we just talked about, the perineum, the soft zone between your testicles and your anus. Slowly let your body weight sink into it. Not too much, just enough to feel light, comfortable pressure. Then gently roll forward and backward for about 1 minute. That's it. What's happening under the surface is remarkable. You're stretching the pelvic floor muscles, the same ones that wrap around your erection like a supportive ring. Over time, those muscles become stiff from sitting, stress, and lack of movement. This simple rolling motion releases that tension. It massages the prostate from the outside, freeing up trapped blood flow and reducing inflammation. You might even feel a pleasant warmth or tingling. That's circulation returning. Oxygen-rich blood moving through tissues that have been starved for it. This isn't weird or risky. It's therapy. It's what physical therapists use to restore movement and healing after injury. And it works. Do this every night after step 1, and within days, you'll feel looser, lighter, and more responsive. Many men even report better control, stronger pulses during arousal, and deeper, more restful sleep. You're retraining your lower body to relax and flow, the two things your erection depends on most. Step 3. The night breath lock. Now that you've released the pressure and reactivated blood flow, it's time to set your body into full repair mode. This third step is called the night breath lock, and it might be the most powerful of all. Here's how it works. Right before you lie down to sleep, close your eyes and take a slow breath through your nose, not your mouth, your nose. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for a moment, then exhale slowly through your nose for about 6 seconds. Do this at least 5 times. Nice and easy. You'll feel your heartbeat slow down, your chest loosen, and your mind begin to settle. What you're doing is activating something called your parasympathetic nervous system, your body's rest, digest, and restore mode. It's the opposite of the stress response. And when this system turns on, blood vessels open wider, nitric oxide levels rise, and your body naturally starts producing the chemistry that makes an erection possible. This is why nasal breathing is so powerful. The lining of your sinuses releases nitric oxide with every deep breath through your nose. It's like a secret signal to your body that says, relax, restore, rebuild. And when your body gets that message, it finally does the work it's supposed to do while you sleep. Repair tissue, rebalance hormones, and reset circulation down below. You'll notice something after a few nights. Deeper sleep, stronger dreams, maybe even a morning surprise under the covers. That's your body responding. It's like charging your internal battery again. So remember, before bed, after the massage, sit still for just a minute. Breathe through your nose slowly and let your body sink into that calm rhythm. Each inhale builds nitric oxide. Each exhale releases tension. Do it 5 or 10 times if you can. It's free, it's simple, and it works. Step 4, optional. The erection pump, reset. Now, this final step is optional, but if you've been struggling for a while, if it's been weeks or months since you felt truly firm in the morning, this step can completely change the game. Let's clear something up first. Using a gentle vacuum pump isn't about vanity or size, it's therapy. Think of it like physical therapy for your most important muscle. You wouldn't expect your arms to stay strong if you never use them, right? The same goes for your erection. A gentle, consistent pumping routine brings oxygen, fresh blood, and healing nutrients back to your erectile tissue. Here's how it works. You're simply using mild, controlled pressure to draw blood into the chambers of the penis. This process stretches and strengthens the tissue, what doctors call vascular rehabilitation. It's the same principle used after surgery or injury to restore circulation and muscle memory. And yes, your erection has memory too. When it's regularly filled with blood, it remembers how to respond more quickly and stay firm longer. Start slow. A few short sessions each week, no pain, no extreme suction, just gentle consistency. Within 2 weeks, most men start noticing that the morning response returns stronger and faster. That's your body reawakening, not because of chemicals or pills, but because you're reminding it of its natural pattern. This step is especially powerful when combined with the other 3, the drain release, the rolling massage, and the breath lock. Together, they clear pressure, restore circulation, and retrain your nervous system. So if you've been thinking, maybe it's too late for me, I'm here to tell you, it's not. You're just out of practice. And once you reactivate that muscle memory, your body responds almost immediately. It always remembers how to rise. Bringing it all together. So let's bring it all together. The PowerPoint drain release clears the pressure. The prostate rolling massage restores the flow. The night breath lock activates healing. And the pump reset, if you choose to use it, reminds your body how to perform again. These aren't tricks. They're not shortcuts. They're natural tools designed by your own biology to keep you strong, firm, and confident as you age. You don't need another pill. You don't need to hide behind prescriptions or quick fixes that only mask the problem. You just need to understand your body, how it breathes, how it moves, and how it heals. And when you do, you'll start to realize something powerful. Your body never forgot how to be strong. It just needed you to remind it. Try this ritual tonight. It takes less than 5 minutes before bed, and your body will feel the difference, not in months, but in days. Because when blood flow returns, everything improves. Your energy, your focus, your drive, even your mood in the morning. You wake up not just harder, but healthier. And I want to hear from you. Have you noticed your morning wood changing over the years? Has stress, sleep, or lifestyle made a difference for you? Share it in the comments. I read every message and I answer the most common questions in my next videos because I want men like you to take back control of your health naturally. Remember, this is about more than erections. It's about circulation. It's about confidence. It's about reclaiming that spark that makes you feel alive. Don't give that up. You can restore it naturally. And if you want to take it one step further, make sure you check out my other videos where I talk about the foods, habits, and simple lifestyle changes that keep your prostate healthy and your blood flowing strong, no matter your age. I'm Dr. Naraya Wolf. And as always, remember to take care of yourself because you're worth it.